a little project here. I am using Create with Scrimping Mommies digital. This is free, a free digital she gave us over on her Facebook page. I'm also using some of the papers from her December Journaling Joy, the December kit. So I'm using some of those. And then these little cutouts. So this was going to go in one direction, but stay tuned because I've got something for the end that I want to show you and give you some ideas of what you can do with this. So let's get started. Okay, like I said, we are using Journaling Joy, some of December's kit. This was this one. These were freebies that Amanda gave us. So hop on over to her page, Create with Scrimping Mommy. She has a Facebook, a Ko-fi, and a YouTube page. And I'm going to put this over onto my Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures Facebook page, and then I'll put her links in there. You can go ahead and jump over to my Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Love to have you over there. And let's get started. So I used that, and then I have this cardstock paper, and I've had it for a really long time. It was just gifted to me. So I'm like, I need to use this up. I really want to use this up. So I'm mentioning this because you can use any cardstock paper. A heavier weight, this didn't have a weight on it. A heavier weight would be better. But you can fix that if you have old paper you want to use up. It's super easy. This was probably just made for matting, you know, pictures, so you don't need it to be super heavy. So I used that. And then I also used my circle die cuts. Now, if you don't have a die cut machine, you can use punches. Just use your different circles. You can also use one of those, I'm not sure what they're called, but they have, you put it on your paper, press it down, and then you can extend the blade to different heights. I know there's a name for it, but or different circumferences. You could use that, or you could use your Cricut, or you can just use a couple different size bowls and cut them out by hand. So what I mean is I did these, and then I did these. So I used my bigger one for the outside, and then my biggest one for the inside. So they came out really nice. All right. Now, these, like I said, the paper's very, very flimsy, and I didn't like that. So here's how I fixed it. But first, let me mention, so when you get really good paper, it should not have the white. I don't know if you can see that, but there's white. And when you get really good paper, it usually doesn't have that. It's the same color all the way through. So to rectify that, because I didn't care for the sloppy white, because as I got going, I'm like, I have an idea for selling these at my craft show. So I want them to be neat and clean and, you know, purchase worthy. So what I did was I just took my Sharpie, and then I just went over each. And it very quickly, you know, you can just do this however many you want to make. You know, you're sitting there watching TV, get all your circles cut, and just go around and make them all black, the edges black, unless you already obviously have. So anyway, I did that, and then I took two of these, and I don't know if you can see it, but when you use a die cut machine, which my Big Shot is one of my most go-to machines, it sits out. I don't put it away. I usually use it at some point in my crafting, anytime I'm crafting. But you get sort of a rough edge, and you get sort of a, I guess, beveled edge is what I want to say. And so what I did was I wanted to make these stronger, so I took both of them and I put beveled, you know, the more rough edge on the inside, and then I just glued them and put them together. So that way it made a a tougher surface. So my original idea on this was, oh, I think I'll make some cute little Christmas bulbs. I had done this years ago with, well, actually it was last year I did these. I was doing a lot of kids crafts back then, and I was showing ways you could use up, you know, things that you have in your house. And this actually, another thing you could use and cover is your coasters that you get from like restaurants and stuff. So that was my original idea. And I thought, oh, I'll make some cute little bulbs out of this beautiful, cute little paper that Amanda has given us. Well, these she gave us. These are on her Ko-fi. You just need to go subscribe to her shop because she just released a new kit. Maybe I'll do a little video on that for her journaling joy. And she just released the January kit, which is great. But anyhow, I thought, oh, won't those be cute? I'll just make some little ornaments. You can put them on the tree. It'd be a quick little thing you could do with your grandkids. But then it kind of morphed into something else. So basically what I did was I made all of these up, got them all glued together. And then my original one was I put this paper down first, but then I decided to go a different route, and I'm like, oh, that would be super cute with a little pocket on the back. And the way I have found, I think is best to do this, is put your paper, what I did, because I wanted it to line up, so when I punched the hole in the top, my hole wasn't going to be over here, and this wasn't going to look wonky. So what I did was I basically lined a scrap piece up, and then I basically put my paper to here, which you can see I kind of decided, okay, that's where I need to cut it, so that when it lined up with the circles at the bottom, the little flowery edge, it was all gonna line up here. So that was my first thing when I did a couple test runs. And then what I did after I got them kind of lined up and cut so they were where I wanted them and they were going to match, because sometimes if you went to match it, these would not quite match, and it would look wonky. But you can do it that way. It's not a big deal. You don't have to be persnickety, but since it's something I'm going to sell, I want it to be persnickety. So then I just got my scoreboard out, and I did a few of them, and then I just scored it like 1/4 of an inch up. And I only did that because I just wanted to have a nice little edge for the back side. So this will all make sense as I go along. Then I just sort of notched out those little edges, and then that way I got a nice clean print. Then I took my glue and just glued that little lip down. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring my black circle back in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue just around these edges, because I am, as you guessed, making a little pocket. So I'm just gonna kind of line them up. And since I don't want them showing on the other side, I'm going to double check that, and I'm going to line them up. Okay, so then I've created a little pocket. Now this is where I wanted it to look a little bit more neat and clean, because I want to put my hole punch sort of in the middle. So we're just going to kind of say, and I can always line this back up and find my middle as well. So this is about middle. I'm not going to get too crazy about it, but this is about middle, and I think I want it just about there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my punch in. Now, you do not have to use an eyelet for this, but I'm going to use eyelets on the ones that I sell. Like I said, I want them to look a little bit more professional. So when you turn it back over, here's kind of the neat part. If I can find my circle. Where's my circle? Here it is. All right, so this one, you don't have to be so persnickety about getting it lined up to these, and that's why I wanted to do this first. So when I turn this over, I can sort of have it, and especially when you're doing the striped ones, but I can sort of have it look the same when you turn it. Do you see that? I mean, I can see that, but like I said, it's not that huge of a deal. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line that up, and I'm going to go ahead and punch that again to get that on this circle. That way when I go to lay this down, boom, it's there. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach this. Super easy, super fun to do. Would be really fun to do with the kids. Now, if you use solid colors, you know, you don't have to line it up. And if you just use craft, you know, like craft paper for the kids, or, you know, if you're doing this with them, then yeah, whatever their creative little brains come up with, let them go. I say, I don't try to hinder that. And that's not even quite straight because I'm hurrying. Let's get that back off there. All right, let's see. Let's do it right about good enough. That looks good. All right. And then it's literally a matter of getting your cute little dies or your little fussy cuts and finding what you want to put on there. That would be cute. Okay, I better get my pen back in my glue. Come on. All right, so let's see. What do I have over here? I don't like that one. I think I like that. I don't know. I kind of like that one too. Okay, let's use this one. And then it's literally a matter of gluing on. In fact, I'm going to do one more step before I glue it. You glue this on. Now, I have some little dies. I don't remember. It was a Stampin' Up die, and I came from the one I think that had the little elves in it. I don't remember. But anyway, I have these little dies, and I stamp tons of them out and just get them ready to go. I have a stamping day, and I stamp all the little elements that I want and cut all the little pieces. So anytime I need to get in there and get it, it's just ready. Boom, again, it's just ready. So I'm going to put this sort of this way, and that's going to determine how I'm going to do my cup. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that little cup on. And these are so cute and whimsical. And I do a lot of like more, I would say, and I don't know what my customers would say, but I do more of sophisticated look. But I think these whimsical ones are so cute. And they're, you put the right papers together and they are sophisticated, I think, but super cute, just fun. So now I'm gonna grab my tape, and this I just get from Dollar Tree. And let's see, I'm gonna just do about this width because I want to prop that up just a little bit. And the Dollar Tree foam is great. You can find it in the crafter section. I get these ones from the automotive section, which I use a lot. They're great when it's paper to paper, but anytime I want something to stick super, super good, don't skimp. I do also have the Dollar Tree, you know, I guess, I don't know what you call it, score tape. And I'll use this if it's like something like this, paper to paper, but anything I really want a folio or anything I really want to adhere very well and last for a long time gets the good stuff. Because I owe that to anyone who shops my booths when I do craft fairs, to put out a good product. And I think it makes a difference. When you put out a good product, they'll come back. You have customers for life. So I'm just going to put that there. And then I have my string, or I'm going to put an eyelet, but so you kind of know how that goes. It's baker's twine. I would put my baker's twine on there, loop it through, and make something you can hang from a Christmas tree. But here's the idea I came up with, and I'm like, okay, this is why I put the pocket on the back. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. These would be super, super great to hold gift cards. Wouldn't that be a great idea? So if you're a family that maybe does a lot of gift cards, grandma, grandpa, and you want to put your gift cards in here and put them on the tree, and it could be like, okay, you could draw a name, and then they could go pick out one of the ornaments off of the tree, and then whatever gift card they get, and they could exchange amongst themselves later. Or you could put a ticket, like a scratch-off ticket. You could put that in there. You could put a little note in there. This could also, you could make a bunch of these. You could make 12 or 24, and it could be an advent. You could do an advent. So all I did was take a little bit more of the paper. I put a bow on there, and then you could either write your advent or your scripture or whatever you want to write on there. That could be your little advent thing that each day you pick out. Or wouldn't this be great also for random acts of kindness? So you could write on there, you know, where you could do this at work, or you could do it at your church, or you could do it in a ladies group, and then just go through and write a bunch of random acts of kindness. And then each Sunday or something, they would pull that out, and then they would complete that. And yeah, so let your mind go and have some fun and think about what you can do with these. But yeah, go play. Go play. All right, everyone. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye.